Sometimes you have to give up on people, not because you don't care, but because they don't care. You don't necessarily lose friends, but you find out who they are and what they stand for, and it doesn't align with what you want out of life and what you stand for. I've read that if you're not losing friends, then you're not growing up. Now, that doesn't necessarily make them unworthy to be your friend, but we grow up as we go up. We go up and we grow up. So you grow through what you go through. Everybody is going through and growing through different things. So sometimes along the way, you might drop friends off. And you will come back and holler at them a little bit later. You'll come back and have conversations. You'll come back. You can welcome these particular friends into your home because you trust them. But right now, going through your process in which you must trust, you always must trust your process and every step you take in your process. Sometimes you're going to lose your friends along the way. They're not lost from the friendship. They're just lost in the moment of time. Some people lose friends when their tax bracket change. The richer they get, the smaller the circle, because they're only going to be around people who can relate to their tax bracket. It's like moving from the ghetto to a gated community where every house on the block is $1 million more and everybody paid for it cash. It's going to be a different environment. It's going to be a different population of people. Ironically, the poorer I got, the more friends I lost. I became intolerant to the lifestyle that I had making my decisions. And because they say the 5 people you spend the most time with, that's who you become, I realized that all my friends was doing the same thing. So instead of judging them, I judged myself. See, they got mad at me, or they got uncomfortable with me trying to change my life and my lifestyle. But I was only doing it for me. I was intolerable of my decisions. They didn't make me do anything. Now, as much as you hanging around people, it influences who you become in the long term. You make a choice to be around people. They don't make a choice for you to be around them. Now, they around you if you guys mesh and you guys get along, but you make the decision to carry out those relationships. So while I was changing who I was for me, my friends were uncomfortable because that's not what they wanted for their lives. You follow me? That's how you lose friends. You grow through different things. So you grow up and then they grow, they go through their own things and they go down their own path. But once they start to judge you as if my old friends judge me, you just have to cut them off. You're going to lose friends, and it's okay. These people are not your enemies. They're just no longer on the same train as you. They're no longer in the ring and in your corner. You're fighting different battles now, and that's okay. See, my battle was my mindset. I had to get rid of it. I got frustrated, and that was my primary reason. And then I lost my friends because they wasn't frustrated like I was. They was calm, cool, and collected. They was still doing whatever they do. We're not here to judge people. We just here to talk. I'm not going to judge them. I was too busy judging myself. I looked in the mirror and I didn't like what I saw. They wasn't looking in their mirror. They was looking at mine. They didn't like that I was changing what was in front of my mirror. You see what I'm saying? See, this is when you start to lose friends. You can't help that people become jealous and envious. That's what comes with life and success in particular. Like I say, success is not just money. You can be getting in shape. That's success. A lot of people that's not in shape will be offended by your productivity and your consistency towards getting in shape. Who doesn't want to be in shape? Some people don't care, but some people claim they don't care. When they get around people that's in shape, you can see it through their behaviors that they actually do care. You're going to lose friends. Friends going to slow you down. Friends going to encourage you to spend money you don't have. Inflation is already at all-time high. Wholeflation is at all-time high. Your ego inflated. Your pockets are deflated. Why? Because you involved with everything that keeps you suffering from inflation. We was doing this prior to inflation, but we got the habits over the years and we're still acting on those habits today. And inflation is tearing our ass up and we got to fix that. I had to fix that. I had to fix my situation. I had to fix my decision making. I had to get better at the things that was important in my life. I lost friends. You're going to lose friends. They wasn't mad at not having the lack of knowledge, the lack of drive. I was. We go our separate ways. You are who you hang out with. I wanted to keep hanging out with them, but I wanted to focus on myself and my lifestyle. They didn't want to keep hanging out with me and keep doing what they did. You follow me? When they got around me, I was like, okay, I'm eating. I'm about to go work out. I'm catch y'all boys in a little bit. That statement right there alone, because they wasn't going to work out, because it was 4 or 5 days consistently that I was hitting the gym. I was doing cardio. I was eating steak and potatoes, chicken breast and rice and broccoli and whatever the hell else I was eating that doesn't necessarily taste so good, but it's healthy for the body. They didn't like that because they wanted to go get double cheeseburgers from McDonald's. They wanted to go to Checkers and Carl's Jr.'s and In-N-Out and whatever. They wanted to eat everything that tastes good but made you feel sluggish. I didn't want to do that. There are types of people in the world, the people that do and the people that don't. You don't want to be the person that can do, but you don't do because you're worried about the people who don't and how they're going to judge you. Because like we always say, as time go on and you get the results of the decisions you make in life, you cannot blame nobody else for doing what you decided to do. You have to blame yourself. So as much as it's going to be uncomfortable for you to lose friends, I would argue you're going to be even more uncomfortable not being where you want to be in life. That's going to hurt my soul. I had to do it. I had to do for me first. Take care of yourself first, then take care of everybody else. Take care of yourself first, and then you can always take care of your friends. But they have to be your friends. If they're going to stand in the rain with you and get wet without expecting to be dry, without putting up an umbrella, and they're going to stay there as long as you're there, that might be a good friend. As soon as the rain starts to fall and the mud comes up, they wanted to be in the rain, but they didn't want to accept the mud. They wanted to be in the rain, but they wanted you to hurry up because they wanted to be dry. You got to get away from them, because if we're going to be in the rain, be in the rain. If you're going to be in my ring and in my corner, be in the ring and in my corner. Stand in the rain with me. Be in the ring with me. Go to war with me, and I'll take care of you. You should take care of me. But if that doesn't align, if your friends doesn't align with that type of mentality, then you're gonna outgrow them. You're going to grow your way, they're going to grow their way. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Oftentimes, your friends end up trying to tell you what's wrong with you. They want to have outbursts and comments. Family does this too, but we particularly talking about friends. When your friends do this, if you do it back, they get butthurt, right? Got to cut them off. Now, although I won't point out what's wrong with them because I'm too busy pointing out what's wrong with myself, if somebody's always trying to point out what's wrong with you and they're not doing it with the intentions to make you better, they're trying to belittle you or stop you from doing something because it's making them uncomfortable. Basically, they're becoming jealous and envious. You might want to cut them off because you're outgrowing them. In my particular situation, I had to focus on me. I'm a giving person, but I had nothing to give. So I had to focus on me. Take care of me before I take care of everybody else. You see, I can care about people. I can love people, but caring and loving don't feed a person if they're hungry. I got to have something to give them. I got to have resources. I was broke and all my friends was broke. We was all the same. I had to do something else. I didn't have $1 to my name. That was a shame. $1 to my name. No, that was a shame. I had to do something. So I fixed it. But in fixing my problems, you start to expose other people in their problems, not on purpose, but it's just who you're around them until things start to change. I started to change, and everything and everybody started to change along with it. You're going to have to go through what you go through. I'm a man. I wanted to be resourceful. It's either you're useful or you're useless. I would never judge someone for not being able to do something for me that I can't do for myself. But if I can do it for myself, or I can learn how to do it for myself, I'm going to spend any amount of time and all the time it is needed for me to get to that point where I can do it for myself. And then I'll do it for others because I'm like that. But it's going to be after I accomplish it, because I cannot expect somebody to do it for me and I can't do it for myself. That's not going to work. At the end of the day, most people don't remember when you say no. I can do something 1,000 times. The moment I say no, they forget those 1,000 attempts that I had, consistent repetition attempts that I had, where I succeeded for them. I did something for them. I lost friends because of that too. I started to say no because it was dipping into my fuel tank, my mental capacity, and my mental capital and my actual capital in my pockets. And I said I didn't want to keep doing this because this is why I'm where I'm at right now in the first place. I want to keep doing what I'm doing to get better. My friends didn't like that, so we had to go our own way. And here we are to this day. Some of my friends in the past are thriving, and when they reach out, we communicate. Some of them are doing whatever they do. We won't get into all that, but they probably can't stand my guts, because I'm where I say I would be, and they know I'm going to keep getting better. I try to encourage them to just switch up something to make their life better. Whatever that is to them, they didn't have to tell me, because they knew what was better for them. They knew what they needed to do for their own life. I couldn't make that decision for them. I couldn't make that choice for them. But because I was doing it for myself, I had to do these little small encouragements, but they wasn't accepting it. So I let it go. You're going to lose friends. It's okay. People don't have your best interest. They have their best interest. Sometimes they see you're capable of doing something that will give them a benefit of anything. Everybody want a piece of the pie. You wasn't there. You didn't bring any ingredients. You just smelled that motherfucker when it was 2 minutes to come out of the oven. And now you wanted a piece of that fresh baked pie. I like to bring something to the table to get my cut. I don't want to just be at the table and say, let me get a piece. And everybody hungry. Somebody expended energy to get that ingredient to come together as a group and make that pie. I don't want to get a piece if I ain't put in. That's just me though. I've always been like that. I want to put something in to get something out. I don't want to just get something out of people and just smile and be happy like a kid. I don't do that. Men provide, kids receive. Friends, they gonna come and go. Opportunities in life come and go. You better seize both. So what you do is you seize the moments, you take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves for you, and your friends will be the people that do the same thing in life. And you all will grow together in life, and y'all will piggyback off each other. Y'all will help each other. Y'all will bounce ideas off each other. Y'all will work together, and y'all will go and build empires. A team is a number thing. You just need numbers to say I got a team. An empire, you need efficient players. You don't need a lot. 2 or 3, you can take down a country.